Since I allied with you and the Emperor, my resolve has never wavered. I abandoned my country. I am prepared to kill my father, and kill a man I once called my friend. Resolute as I am, my sword feels heavy.
The only possible outcome. You can't stop me. The only possible outcome. Let's keep up the pace. You're weak. For the fate of Bodin. I do not tolerate obstacles.
Oh.
Hello.
In Fargus, there's an amazing knight of House Rowe they call the Grey Lion. I heard about him from Lenato, who was an acquaintance of his. Apparently he's getting old, but with each year that passes, he only hones his skills even more.
I've been informed of the surprise attack. That information could be devastating were the enemy to find out. It moves me to know I've been trusted with it. Edelgard and those within the army, they really do trust me. Initially, I had my own motives for joining the Black Eagle Strike Force. But now, all I want is to support Edelgard.
Anyway...
Professor, halt! Don't come in here. I thought I told you to forget about that. There's something I don't want you to see. So, you know about it. Yes, it's a portrait of you. I painted it myself. It's, quite disgraceful. I did a terrible job with it, and it looks nothing like you. I'm happy that you appreciate my efforts, but please don't touch that door.
Don't you think this plan to use the entire army for a surprise attack is a bit, I don't know, cowardly? Sorry, the word just kind of slipped out. Maybe don't tell Edelgard or Hubert I said that. No matter the target or strategy, I'll do my job.
Well...
It's hard to feel cheery when you've just gone to battle against old friends. No! I will not let myself be gloomy. You're trying to take care of me, but it's supposed to be the other way around. Forgive me, Gerald. Jules, when times are tough, just remember, you can always rely on your pal Alois.
What?
Randolph has fallen. He was a good person. It's a shame. When someone close to you dies, you really feel the horrors of war. Please watch out for yourself.
Oh. Driving back the Knights of Seros is a big deal for the Imperial Army. Defeating the Alliance was hugely exciting. If you could only sway the loyalties of the Kingdom's lords. Is it even possible?
Last month's fight with the Knights of Seros was a disaster. Are you asking if I'm okay with killing my former colleagues? Sometimes it's easier to get by without any personal attachment or religious beliefs.
I do not require your permission to speak my mind.
This is my
Ooh.
I would be like... I appreciate any...
This food brings fond memories.
I have excitement in my heart for secret tactics. I enjoy attacks that are surprising. Yes, hunting is doing surprise attacks on prey. Surprise attacks are safe with friends. Fewer injuries. That is a wonderful thing. I have no liking for the thought of losing anyone.
Next up is the kingdom's capital. We're coming for you.
What's wrong? Was that too much? Maybe it was too dramatic.
I didn't yell it loud enough.
Yes. Destroying Seteth is a big achievement, but as long as the Archbishop remains in good health, we must remain vigilant. One day they'll probably try to surprise attack us again. We have to attack them first.
Soon we'll assault Ferdiad, the kingdom's capital. This will be one for the history books. Our enemy won't hold anything back. I'm quivering with excitement at the very thought of it. I appreciate the compliment. I was worried I was laying it on too thick. In any case, let's do our best. We're coming for you, Ferdiad! And so on.
Professor!
What do you think? Next, we'll be headed to the kingdom capital of Ferdiad to begin the invasion, right? I wonder if we can defeat the Tempest King. We have to.
That was an unexpectedly fierce battle. The Knights of Seiros were tough opponents. If the Archbishop had been there, we would have been in trouble. If it hadn't been for the efforts of the main force, who even knows?
Dimitri, the king of Fargus. He despises Edelgard and everything she stands for. I am of the opinion that a man seized by such strong feelings is not fit to be king. It is a sad situation, really. No, they cannot. Kingly judgment has to be wholly separate from the emotions of the individual. At any rate, I find it hard to imagine that Dimitri could defeat Edelgard.
Professor? Greetings, Professor. Nothing to report. Between Garreg Mach and Ferdiad stretch the plains of Tailtear. That's the site of the Emblem. If our forces end up fighting our enemies there, it'll be a clash passed down through the ages.
Say now.
Hello there. This one, yes? I think this one, yes? 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 I thank you. This one, yes? This one, yes? I think this one, yes? This one, yes? I think this one, yes? I thank you. This one, yes? I thank you. This one, yes? I think. This one, yes? I thank you. This one, yes? I think this one, yes. I think this one, yes. I think this one, yes. I thank you. 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 This one, yes. I think this one, yes. I thank you. This one, yes. I thank you. Return soon, please.
Hey, welcome. You have a good eye. You have a pleasure. You have a good eye. You have a pleasure. Come again.
There's unrest. I hope that. Hey, how about a favor? I need your help.
All right, off to the kingdom's capital we go. What's the matter? Should I not be excited? I can't help it. Everyone's got to have something to look forward to.
Say now. Here's my thought.
What do you require? Farewell.
No.
Professor?
Okay.
The old general who serves the Rowe family in Aryan Road is known for being a curmudgeon. Even if we invited him to join our side, he probably just wouldn't respond.
Maybe.
The Knights of Seros. They certainly know how to inflict pain. However, the demon within me will be satiated only by fighting you.
Hey!
My brother fought proudly to the end, and died an honorable death. He said something to me before the battle, that he was entrusting his dream to me. I'm gonna see this battle through to the end. I'm gonna fight for my brother.
I never thought this day would come, that I'd fight my homeland. My betrothed was a knight who served the king. He died bravely to protect the future of our country. Now I'm betraying the place he fought to protect. This. Professor, I believe in the path you have chosen for us.
What? A moment.
I heard that Randolph died in battle guarding Garreg Mach. We knew each other for, wow, more than 5 years. My chest feels tight. Think about it. There's no end in sight to the fighting. I might be next. Any of us could be.
That sounds like one of Sylvain's old pickup lines.
But, yes, let's get through this war together.
Right.
Unbelievable.
I'm counting.
I dedicated my life to serving the church. However, now, all that comes from the church is talk of spilling blood. Now that we've even lost Seteth, the possibility of the church returning to its former power is slim. Today, I came to beg the goddess to grant me leave to quit my position. From tomorrow, I live by my own values.
Professor?
Even though we're denying the doctrine and fighting the knights, I keep praying to the goddess. When I think about those who have fallen in battle, I have no choice but to pray. The goddess of the church may be a fallacy, but I'm sure she still exists in some form. I'm weak. I would be nothing without her. Even when I'm... I'll keep my... Okay.
This was a trying month, but we did manage to hold Garreg Mach. If only just. Honestly, I did not expect such strident supporters of the Archbishop as Seteth and Flame to flee. But with this victory, we have all but cornered the Church of Seros and its knights. The goddess above shall give way to the darkness that has long dwelled below. I have a request for you.
Professor.
Oh, how have we come to this? Fighting the Archbishop and her knights? I'd never imagined. I hate this so much. Professor, I tried. I gave treatment to everyone I could, but lives, the infirmary is as much a morgue right now as it is a place of care and healing.
What of this? There's a school of sorcery in Ferdiad, which is staffed by the top minds of magical research. The study of crests and sorcery should not be separate. I've often thought I should pay them a visit someday. I never imagined I might end up invading the place with an army, though. Not how I imagined it at all.
Well...
I've got a dream, you know. Remember when I went to Bridget with Petra? I drew a picture of some of the flowers I saw there. Next time, I want to go even farther. Maybe Dacta. Maybe even past that. I want to fill a whole book with drawings of the biggest plants I see. And the carnivorous ones especially. Oh, I hope I get the chance.
Well, that was certainly frightening. You're very perceptive, Professor. Having to fight against the Church of Seros was unnerving. To push back against something I've hinged so much of my life upon, I was terrified. But now we must fight Lady Rhea, and I won't back down.
It seems we will soon set foot in Ferdiad. I used to live there, you know, though that was before my time in the Officers' Academy. I had magic there for a time. Trouble within the kingdom forced me to return to Alliance lands. There was much I had yet to learn.
There are stories of heroes' relics 1,000 years ago, of which we have no real evidence today. So many, in fact, that I'm led to wonder if those relics are nothing more than legends. Especially since we know of relics like those passed down in the families of the 10 Fodlan elites.
That reminds me. You must know about the Western Church in the Kingdom, and the Eastern Church in the Alliance.
But you probably don't know about the Southern Church. It used to exist a long time ago in Enbar. About 120 years ago, they had a massive insurrection. The bishop of the Southern Church who participated was exiled by the furious emperor. After that, the Empire reconciled with the Central Church, but relations continued to be strained. That history has probably laid the groundwork for the current antagonism among the Empire's citizens.
I used to live in the kingdom capital with my parents. I know we've got no choice but to fight the kingdom, but I really don't want Ferdiad to become a battlefield. Lots of my old friends still live in the city, and many people there were kind to me. If fighting breaks out there, all of those people might get caught up in it.
Hey you, listen up. I've got something to report. As you know, I'm the anointed alpha of Abyss, but this lady's been standing watch for a while. She can probably hear us talking even now.
Yes, I can. I'm here by order of Lord Hubert. That is all I'm at liberty to reveal at present.
Wow, impressive. You've really got a knack for this, lady. Ever think of making this a full-time gig? I could use the company. I mean, the backup.
My mission concludes at the end of the month. Deepest apologies.
This can't be!
So, about this surprise attack. It's all over if the details leak, yeah? I know my shoulders are broad, but you sure you want to lay a secret like that on them? I'm no war hero. In fact, I'm a wanted man. If I were you, I wouldn't trust me with something that important. Wait a minute. By she, do you mean Edelgard? I just got a sudden chill. Like someone's got it out for me. It's not you, is it? Nah, you wouldn't. Your shoes are too goody.
Ferdiad at last! The very city where I struggled through school and mastered the art of spellcraft. So many memories are bound up there, and now it is to become a battlefield. I am a bit overwhelmed. Yes, but don't... To fool the enemy, one must first deceive one's allies. The walls have ears, you know.
That's so. My friend and I were messing around the other day, and an Imperial General stopped to talk to us. If you've got that much energy, he said, you should fight for the Imperial Army. Honestly, maybe we should think about it. What a pain. What an absolute pain. Concerned, are you? That's nice. A little too nice. Here's a word of warning. If any... The Church smiles warmly on all who pay reverence. But defy them and... oh, that's another story. The way the Knights of Seiros fight is cold-blooded and ruthless. Coming from me, you get the implications. Yeah, somehow. There are no good ways out of here, so we're lucky they never came through. So, Aryan Road next, huh? I've got some fond memories of that place.
The bird said that we'll be facing someone I know in our next battle. The lady who captured me after I ran away from my village. I wonder if she remembers me. Honestly, I don't want to go anywhere near her. but if I have to, it won't be much different than any other fight. That's how it goes, right? If we want to end this war, we have to keep charging forward, no matter who's on the other side.
Oh.
Yay! Thanks!
Ah, the smell, the texture, the smooth finish. This region's tea is the finest in the world.
Hello, Ferdinand. You seem to be in a good...
Perhaps you expected me to hold a grudge against you after our duel.
In fact, I have moved on.
Have you now? Well, I'm glad to hear it.
I took it hard at the time, I will confess. I always thought that I equaled you in skill, or even surpassed you. But you showed me that I do not come close to matching your talents. Yet a true noble does not give up in the face of defeat. I will continue my training, and one day I will be an elite warrior. That is the path I must take, as a noble and a man of honor.
You really are in a good mood. Your determination is admirable.
Defeat you in combat.
Ferdinand, there's something I've been meaning to say to you for a while now. Honestly, I couldn't care less that you are of noble birth. Your fierce determination doesn't come from your bloodline. It's your own doing. The reason I value you and want to be friends with you is because of who you are, not who your family is.
I have something I would like to say to you, too. Certainly we must recognize the common folk who strive for greatness and attain it. But for those of us born into nobility, things are more complicated. From birth, nobles must excel. If we do not, we will be forced out of our houses. This environment breeds superior individuals, and they in turn recreate the rigorous environment for their own children. Without that cycle, there would be no political elite guiding the world towards prosperity.
So you're saying that the kind of world
A way is wrong, just that another way might be better. If you insist upon undoing the nobility, then we must build something in its place. We can provide free education for all, and then select the highest performing students for more intensive training and tutoring. I truly believe that people are products of their environment.
Finding a way to educate the people. Interesting. I'm impressed by how much thought you've given this. No matter what shape the world takes, I'm sure I'll always need people like you by my side. People with strong principles who will argue with me and force me to consider ideas.
Finally, Edelgard, you appreciate how important I am to your cause.
I've always thought of you as a valued friend, Ferdinand. That's nothing new.
Edelgard, I have to tell you something. I think now is the right time. Do you know what my ancestor Derek von Eyre said after your ancestor defeated him? He said, "You are an imperial beauty."
Halt, Ferdinand. There's a time and a place for everything. But that time is not now. Here again, I see.
Of course, Your Majesty. I couldn't investigate this place freely when those of the church were around.
Understandably. Now, about my proposal to create an institution for Crest and Relic research. I've decided to move forward with it. As for who will lead the charge... Actually, no. I was just considering some conditions for whoever applies for the job.
Conditions? What kind of conditions?
To start, I won't allow the position to be a secondary one. That excludes lords who are busy looking after their own territories.
Are you suggesting landholding lords would have no means of applying?
Quite the opposite. I'm looking for applicants with enough passion for the job that they're willing to relinquish any landholding rights they possess. They will be provided with necessities like food, clothing, and housing, but will receive no further compensation. That said, they will be free to take as much time off as they desire.
Position?
That's my hope.
Have you gone mad? Demanding someone rescind their land rights and then provide no compensation? Even the unlimited time off is a rather discourteous perk to offer. No one would accept room, board, and endless time to research. No one but me. Why must you...
Why must I what?
Why must you understand me so well? I asked you to consider the feelings of those below you. I never expected you to consider mine to this extent.
I told you I'd figure out a way to make use of your talents that you'd find acceptable.
Honestly, no woman has ever gone through this much trouble. Yes, I have. I would be most pleased to accept your offer, Your Majesty.
Huh? What's wrong, Edelgard?
Hmm? Why do you ask?
You always look at me funny, but right now you're looking at me more normal.
You can seem rather oblivious, but then you go and shock me with your keen insight.
Whoa, it's a little harsh.
Is it? You only have yourself to blame for the reputation.
What's that supposed to mean?
I mean, you're a victim of Fodlan's antiquated system of nobility. You're skilled and you work hard, yet you still play second fiddle to your less capable older brother. Even still, you fight on, not allowing yourself to be discouraged by it all. People like you help to fuel my fire. If I can only smash this rotten system, I could save you.
You've always got a whole lot to say about your grand plans for the future.
Just hear me out. I've realized that I was wrong about you. I can now see that you found a way to live the life you live. You love working hard, and you love training. You don't know the meaning of surrender. I never thought such a genuine person could really exist.
That's a lot to take in. You're not too far off, though. I try to live life the way I want to. I wasn't that way when we first met, but I've changed since then. Nowadays, what you see is what you get.
It doesn't matter that you have burdens to bear. Despite that, you never stray from your path. You don't let anything tie you down. I can hardly imagine a life like that. To be honest, I'm a bit jealous.
Well, I don't think I could live the way you do, but I admire you for sticking to it. You never let your burdens get you down. You try to push through them instead. If I'm being honest, I changed my mind about you a while back. Critical of yourself, and you admit it when you make a mistake.
That's true. I certainly make mistakes, but I feel it's important to own up to them.
I probably make twice as many mistakes as you, but I don't notice half of them.
This is no laughing matter, Caspar. Then again, that's part of how you choose to live as well, isn't it?
That it is. But it doesn't change what I promised before. I'm gonna keep fighting for you, Edelgard. Even if we don't live our lives the same way, I'll help cut a path through so you can...
The future is ours, Caspar. I'm counting on you to help clear the way.
Hey, Adi, take a look at this. I received it as a gift. It was sent from... I don't remember. Anyway, the point is...
Dorothea, when you receive a gift, don't you think you should try to remember who it's from?
You're right. That's a little thoughtless of me.
What's gotten into you lately? You seem mostly uninterested in the various suitors throwing themselves at you. Is something on your mind?
Oh, don't worry about me. Everything's fine. I'm just not that interested in certain men.
Do you have any idea why?
Well, I do have an inkling.
You seem reluctant to tell me. Is it somehow my fault?
No, nothing like that. Okay, completely wrong, but...
How do you mean? Please, just say what's on your mind.
When the two of us are together, talking like this, somehow I don't feel like I care about my troubles with love anymore. So it's fine.
There's nothing wrong with that, of course. But it seems we should get to the bottom of such a drastic change. Maybe we can figure it out if we just...
Adi, I'm telling you, I'm fine. If you push me any further, I'll write an opera about you. I'll do it right here and now. And then I'll sing it in your face.
Settle down, Dorothea. I can take a hint. If you insist, I'll drop the subject.
Right.
My cheeks are probably still red from your last performance.
Well, I can't promise anything. But if I try real hard, by the time the war is over, I might just have an opera written, starring you. No need to worry, though, Adi. I'll be fabulous as you. A performance they'll rave about for years.
The frightening part is that I don't know whether you're joking or not. But I do regret to inform you that you won't be playing the role of Edelgard.
Why's that?
Don't you see? No story about me would be complete without the character of Dorothea. It would be ridiculous for you to play me instead of yourself.
80. You really are something special, aren't you?
Ferdinand.
Huh? Ah, Petra. Is there something I can help you with?
No, I am not needing help. I was just thinking that you look... lonely.
Lonely? In wartime? Hardly. I am too busy trying to survive to feel lonely. But once we have survived, what will you do with yourself, Petra? Return to your home? Edelgard said she would like you to...
Yes. My plan is to be returning home. But if Bridget and Fodlan can be friendly, I will be able to have visits whenever I choose. Maybe it is even possible for me to be living in Fodlan.
Live in Fodlan? Do you not want to go back to your homeland?
I do have the hope of returning one day. But Fodlan is also like a homeland to me now. I came to Fodlan 9 years ago. I have been living half of my life here. I have new family and new friends.
New family? I am glad to hear you feel that way about us, Petra. In that case, we will have to make sure that none of us die. We do not want to lose anyone in the family.
Yes, we will be winning, and you will not be dying.
Ha! Do not worry. I do not intend to die. I have some things to do when the war is over.
Things?
Yes. You and I can be the link between Fodlan and Bridget.
Oh.
Okay, I have to confess. I fibbed a little. About not being lonely. When this war ends, I will be quite lonely indeed. If you go back to Bridget, just as an ambassador, improving relations between our people. Whether you are in Bridget or Fodlan, I will be there too. Then both places can move forward together in eternal friendship. We ought to join forces and make that a reality. Do you not agree?
You have my gratitude, Ferdinand. All of it. I have loneliness just like you. But your words gave me great happiness. Please do what you are saying, and be a bridge for Fodlan and Bridget.
You can count on me. We will keep at it, and one day...
Yes, one day, we will be seeing that future. Linhardt, please accept my apology. You are not deserving of this punishment.
I am the one who suggested it would be great firewood. I suppose it's only fair I get punished too. No one ever bothered to inform me that pile of trash was the property of the Imperial Army. My apologies, Petra. My idea turned out to be worthless.
It was not worthless. It had great worth. You gave me great help so I could be smoking all of that meat.
About provisions, I just realized they didn't actually tell us when the punishment will be over.
You can be leaving if you are wanting to. I will not be telling anyone. This is my responsibility to take.
How are you so obedient and yet so passionate at the... Oh, look, Petra! The book you were searching for!
The complete guide to Fodlan's wildlife! I have so much happiness! You are full of amazement.
Well, books are my field of expertise. Still, what a stroke of luck.
Linhardt, can I... You are no longer saying I am bothering you. Instead, you are helping me with my requests. What is the reasoning? Why am I not bothering you now?
Interesting observation. I wonder why that is. You always ask me so earnestly. You seem to throw your entire being into all that you do. I guess I rather like it, working as hard as you do. On occasion, that is.
You are liking the hard work?
Yes. You inspire me to be, well, something that is not...
Like hard. With your wisdom, I can be working even harder than before. That means I will be needing your wisdom from now onward. With my strength and your wisdom, there is nothing we can't be doing.
I think you may be right. Your strength and my wisdom, that sounds like a wonderful combination. Ugh, this path isn't the right way either. Why do epic quests always involve a lot of legwork?
Well, Abyss is a big place. Maybe it's time to start on your next epic quest. Giving up and going home. People are dying up there after all. We don't have time for this sort of thing.
What sort of thing? You? I'd say your war. More interesting, too.
Yeah, and the next big thing in Christology. How flattering. You gotta stop saying things like that or someone might get the wrong idea. Lucky for you, I'm used to your weirdness by now.
I'm sorry my sincerity rubbed you the wrong way. I meant what I said, but that's fine. Now, back to your ability. I've discovered that this power can be attributed to your blood. The magic originates from your crest. There have been leaps and bounds in research on summoning magic focused on an arbitrary target. The only remaining problems are perception and distance, though it could be argued that...
Blah, blah, big words, blah. I don't even get what you're saying.
You don't have to understand it to appreciate its implications. Here's the connection. Once we understand your power, it's essential that we have a theoretical grasp on how to control it.
All right, I'll do my best.
That isn't as scientific as what I had in mind.
I'll probably need your help wrapping my head around the theoretical stuff. You up for that? No pressure. Well, people might die if you say no, so some pressure, I guess.
Huh? Why me? Ugh, I guess it can't be helped. I suppose foisting this task on Professor Hanneman would be a waste of my precious efforts. This isn't what I had in mind, but I guess I'm the only man for the job, come to think of it.
Calling it a day and heading back to the surface.
It's more walking than I expected. I've lost sleep over this. But you're way more important than Oh, right. You don't like me when I'm sincere. Well, let's get on with the adventure then. We'll check out that hidden passage next. We've got to find that book that Timotheus is said to have left behind. Come along.
Fine. But what if we don't find the book, and you can't figure out a way to solve this?
I've come this far. Now I've got to see it through to the end. How will I ever nap in peace otherwise?
Sounds like we might be stuck together for a while.
Yuritsa?
What?
I've got it all figured out. Your true identity. Those are the Death Knight, right?
Everyone already knows that.
What? Everyone knows? But how? Oh, and here I thought that I'd uncover your big spooky secret. Oh, Bernie, you're such a shut-in that you missed the biggest news in town. So, here's the deal, Yuritsa. You've got to tell me a secret about you that nobody else knows.
Why?
Because I sleuthed for hours upon hours. That's gotta be rewarded.
Just stop.
Oh, come on. Please? Oh, I know. I've got it. Why do you wear that crazy-looking armor when you're pretending to be the Death Knight?
Well, I may have been drawn to that aspect. To look sinister. To embody death.
Oh, I see. I thought maybe you put on that mask and armor because, just like old Bernie, you don't like talking to people.
There may be some truth to that. Talking to people is intolerable.
Oh, yeah? I think I'm sensing a real kinship between us. So, with that whole spooky getup on, it allowed you to speak to people with confidence.
No.
Oh, hey, Yuritsa. Don't tell anyone about this, okay? This is our little secret.
I don't mind, but I...
Why did you bring me here? It's so isolated.
That would be the point.
Yikes. See you around, B.
Hang on a second. Out here, in a place like this, you should be free to sigh, yeah?
What do you mean by that?
I just thought it would do you well to cut loose and sigh to your heart's content.
Really? Standards at risk?
Why does this always happen? That's not what I meant. This is me doing something nice for you. You said before that you can't ever relax because you're worried about endangering others. A lot's been going on recently, so let her rip already. Sigh until you can sigh no more.
That's nice of you. A chance to relax and sigh as I please. Sounds good. But what do we do about the monsters?
What do you think, a monster? I'm never alone, pal. These two fists are always by my side, and they never let me down.
Oh, right.
It doesn't have to be here if you have performance anxiety, but anytime you accidentally call a monster, just holler and I'll punch it to next Tuesday. In fact, maybe it's best if you just stick by my side from now on. Do that and you're free to sigh whenever the urge strikes.
Why would I have to stay by your side?
Not a lot of people in this world can knock out a beast without breaking a sweat. And bounty hunters, I'm an exceptionally light sleeper.
You expect me to sleep by your side too?
Ooh, this may be my best idea yet. If I'm always with a monster summoner, fewer people will come after my bounty. This is brilliant.
You never change, Bee. You're so predictable. All right, have fun.
Have fun? That's an odd thing to do. Monsters, they're everywhere. This is gonna be a blast.
It's hard not to like that dummy.
Help?
Thanks. That...
You...
I have to ask.
I see. Professor.
You have my thanks.
We've got this.
Happy to help.
We're on a roll.
Can I use this off the battlefield?
I'm glad I'm getting better. I have much expertise now. I'll do my best with this.
I'm feeling good about this.
I still have much to learn.
I've come too far to stop now.
Well, is that the thanks a bunch? Is that the thanks a bunch? Come back.
What's my strategy? We've got to try. I'll use this power.
I will prevail. Witness frigid pride.
Put me in there.
I will see this war through.
I'm awake.
I do this for all of us.
won't stop me.
Understood.
I'll cut a bloody path. Hardly worth the effort. A laughable improvement, but it's something.
For the Empire. Are within reach.
I'll have your head!
Who's next? Get in line. Hope you're ready. Big win! I'll get stronger.
I'll do what it takes. Battle does have its benefits.
If I live, I fight. I am not well pleased.
Do it! Ha! Still here.
My arms can't get much bigger.
I fight for justice's name. For Bridget, I find strength to carry on.
It won't be in vain. One of us has to die. This is my stage now. All this power just to
How exciting.
Child's play.
Strike you down!
Play.
Death grows more distant. Ready for anything. I will see this war through.
For the Empire.
Understood.
The only possible outcome.
What's my strategy? All is going to plan.
I'll cut a bloody path. Hardly worth the effort.
I will prevail. Wait! Not for myself, for everyone. I work to grow.
Keep it up. More fighting. Will this ever end?
Put me in there.
I do this for all of us.
I'm awake. Today I was lucky. Only progress didn't require so much work.
Who's next? Get in line.
Pretty good, huh?
Attack at your own risk.
I'll strike you down! I do not tolerate obstacles.
Oh, heck yeah.
Did you think I'd let you go?
Each battle a victory.
Winning is what matters.
Nothing. Each milestone informs the next.
How best...
This is new for me.
Thanks for... You're... I'm almost tired. Thanks for...
Hey there, Professor.
Lord Yuritsa? I believe he used to be a professor at the Officers' Academy. It was also my understanding that he was personally recommended by Lord Arundel himself, landing him a position as a sword instructor.
Whatever the case is, behind that mask of death, there's an emptiness, a void. This is probably just a rumor, but I heard he was found and taken in by Her Majesty herself. Supposedly, he's the heir of the Grimm family, but I also heard he's only a distant relative who was adopted. He sure is mysterious.
You've been asking around about me. It matters not to me, one way or the other. Do you want to know of my past? Why? Friend or foe? That's what you're trying to determine. But you won't find answers merely with words. There is only one path forward. Raise your sword if you have the nerve. Raise it and fight me. If you want to know my heart, know my sword. It's only to spar. Nobody will be slain. I cannot kill you yet. The Death Knight knows that very well. I've been told to refrain from killing you until the Emperor. The young Emperor discovered me long ago. Though back then, she was still a princess. Ultimately, it was she who erased my past. She placed me into a family that was disintegrating, that I might be their heir. Indeed, my past. My crimes for killing a useless man and his kin. To survive, the Death Knight must spill blood. Left to his own devices, he would kill innocent passers-by. Through the Emperor's grace, he was allowed hunting grounds. That is why, to this day, I follow her. I am not yet ready to yield such fertile hunting grounds. Nor am I ready to truly fight you. Of course, were I not here to hold him back, down. As for me, I too... never mind. If you've no intention of fighting, then be gone. Perhaps it is he who is to blame, but I feel oddly when I look at you.
You have my gratitude. Hi, Professor. That went really well. I'd never have learned this back in my room.
Impressed yet?
Well done, Professor. Thank you.
Ferdinand.
You do not understand. It is my solemn duty as a noble to explain why you are wrong.
This is my favorite. I am rather happy you went out of your way to pick it, Professor.
Ooh.
I would be...
I...
Use...
Wow. I think it's...
Anyway.
Okay. I'll keep...
I'm not good. What?
This was honest not God.
Well...
How I perfectly in...
What? There's a scoopist. I never...
A moment.
I heard... Ladies...
I'm getting the hang of this.
I must continue to develop. This my
I'll get it next time, too. That...
Professor.
Thank you.
Hi, Professor.
Can I use this off the battlefield?
I see. I think I've got the idea.
Ah, I finally get it!
Well, is that thanks a bunch? Come back.
For the Empire. You're weak.
I'm awake.
I'll do what I have.
How exciting.
No time for accolades. For the Empire.
I'll cut a bloody path. Her will demands it. I'm awake.
Ready for anything. I will not hold back. Fight. I'm continuing to improve.
You're better than I thought.
Understood.
I will prevail. My heart burns with pride.
I do this for all of us. More fighting.
Put me in there.
What's my strategy? More fighting. It's win or die.
Bloody path.
I do this for all of us.
Guess I've got you!
Bernie's unstoppable.
A fine display.
Ready for anything. A lucky break.
This is my stage now.
I will prevail. No use!
A waste of time. It is all for Her Majesty.
Understood.
For the Empire. We've got to try.
strategy.
Only thorns left on this rose. All this power just to survive.
I hate this feeling.
Ernie's just no good.
I'll save my complaints. I'll do what it takes. This should prove.
Pretty good, huh?
It won't be in vain. I'm stronger.
I'll make up.
This is my stage now. Why, thank you so much.
I am grateful. I have gratitude. Thanks so much.
Cornelia, I have a report from our scouts. The Imperial army that departed from Garreg Mach en route to the capital now appears to be marching here.
What did you just say?
The speed of the army's movement quickens. They will be here to invade within days. I just sent some of my troops to support the capital. It is likely to be a fierce fight.
How could this be? I have not heard a thing about... Oh, I understand now. I am the target.
You? Are you sure they do not mean to take Aryan Road for strategic reasons?
It would appear so from the outside. However, the circumstances are not that simple. And will you calm yourself? It will not be a fierce fight whatsoever. The sweet children I have prepared will protect Aryan Road well.
Cornelia.
Aryan Road is a fortress city that was built about 400 years ago. Originally a base on the front lines of the battle against the Kingdom.
However, the head of House Rowe secretly planned to betray the Empire. As the fortress neared completion, it was rebuilt as a base to defend against the Empire. When the fortress was completed, House Rowe declared its vassalage to the Kingdom.
Since then, Aryan Road has never fallen. Not once. The beautiful white walls that protected against its enemies have earned it the nickname, the Silver Maiden. In the end, that is all it is to the Empire.
We'll be destroying that memory. The past is the past. Now is now.
A fortress that has never fallen. I can't wait to make it fall.
How savage of you. And yet, I must say I agree with the sentiment. Let us take the sturdy Aryan Road and continue our march against the Kingdom.
An invincible fortress? Sounds perfect.
Unfortunately, it will soon no longer be invincible. The Silver Maiden's iron skin is about to be damaged.
Use your language with clarity, please.
Really, Lynn, there must be a better way to say that. Since we are attacking a heavily guarded place, we must take extra care to prevent allies from getting injured.
Thank you, everyone. I'm counting on all of you. Now, let's resume our advance.
This battle is for the future of Fodlan.
In order to secure a successful invasion of Ferdiad, Edelgard launches a raid on the fortress city of Aryan Road, which occupies a key position on the border. At Aryan Road, a mage serving House Blavid, named Cornelia, and the head of House Fraldarius, Rodrigue, strengthen their defenses.
My thank you so much.
I am grateful.
Thanks so much.
Much appreciated.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
could they deceive me and close in on Aryan Road? But it's not like I'm just going to stand by and watch. I will slaughter them all.
So this is the Silver Maiden. Seeing it with my own eyes, I finally understand its strength. Especially the fact that its strength is distributed across its frontal defenses. We'll attack the front and keep our enemy occupied, while the others enter by the east gate.
Dolls, seek out the enemy and destroy them. And if the chance presents itself, I wouldn't mind being rid of those unsightly kingdom forces too.
Are those Cornelia's magical weapons? Impressive.
For the Empire! For the Empire! What's my strategy?
I do this for all of us.
I am the King's shield, devoted to protecting the kingdom, as well as the King's lance, who kills his foes. In the name of House Fraldarius, I will defeat you all!
Okay, I'm gonna do it!
So this is it. Your Majesty, please bring us victory.
I will prevail.
To survive, I will win!
Not for myself, for everyone.
Ready when you are.
Ready for anything.
I'm awake.
Let me help you.
Put the plan into action.
Put me in there.
Good.
Squirm for me!
So,
More fighting.
I'll cut a bloody path. What a bother.
Will this ever end?
Attack at your own risk.
Traps awaiting us inside the cat traps. There must be some sort of mechanism to control them.
Battle does have its benefits.
It's win or die.
Might makes right.
For her grand ambitions.
Time for your last dance. Only thorns left on this rose.
Does a whelp like you really expect to kill me? A lion, a knight by the hand of Count Rome. Do your worst. Cha!
I'll strike you down.
So this is where I meet my end.
I've no time to idle.
Prepare yourself!
I aim for greatness.
I admire you.
The traps are still functional. There must be more of these devices.
Winning is what matters.
I'm awake.
Ready when you are.
I got you figured out!
Who's next?
Keep it up.
Attack at your own risk.
What's my strategy?
I will prevail.
I do this for all of us.
For the Empire.
More fighting.
I'll cut a bloody path. Did you think I'd let you go?
Stronger the better.
bother.
Now's our chance. Let's turn the tables. Here's the battle.
Okay, I'm gonna do it! Yes, I've got you!
Ready for anything.
Win!
Witness Bridget Pride. War fools my...
For her.
plan.
Bernie's just no good.
I aim for greatness. Pushing. The traps have been disabled. It should be safe to advance now. Our goal is Cornelia. Let's make this an all-out assault.
Another victory.
Did you think I'd let you go? Require aid?
It's time.
We'll cover you. Witness my resolve.
I will not back down one step! continuing to improve.
This is my stage now.
Waste of time.
Ernie's unstoppable.
It is done. Onward.
Oh my, what a charming guest. Let me take care of you. So this is as far as...
Keep your expectations in check.
All is in accordance with this carefully crafted script of ours. What a masterpiece! What a delightful dance!
Victory is ours. Aryan Road has fallen. Another army will take control of Aryan Road. As for us, we will take all of the military kingdom capital of Ferdiad. It won't be long before all of Fodlan is unified. Everyone, this is our last push. Our goal is within reach.
Thank you so much.
What turn of events has brought you so suddenly to Garreg Mach, Uncle?
Well, my business in the old Alliance territory had roughly finished. I wanted to see the face of my niece, who so bravely took Aryan Road. I have heard that it was done with truly magnificent tact, and that you even deceived some of your allies.
I'm happy to have earned your praise. However, to say that I deceived my allies is a bit misleading. I despise leaks of information, and there may have been a church rat hiding amongst our ranks.
Ah, I see. However, there are some unfortunate consequences. Cornelia surely planned to betray them, but she has been struck down. Truly wasteful meddling. Unless... was it your intention to kill her?
Indeed, we came only to kill our enemies. She used a terrible magic weapon. Dolls that she could move and fight with. Did you know—
Not have been better to keep her as an ally? If you are only capable of such imprudence, this dark cloud might hang over the Empire's future as well.
Thank you for your concern. However, I will sweep aside any darkness that comes our way.
I will be praying. Praying that the Empire will not become another Aryan Road.
Another Aryan Road? Just what do you mean?
I must take my leave now. Farewell.
Lady Edelgard, there you are. We just received some truly shocking news. It is said that pillars of light have rained from the heavens and disintegrated Aryan Road.
Disintegrated?
Why would he do that?
Hubert, give me the full report.
My apologies. I, of all people, should be able to control my discomposure. The pillars of light descended and exploded, resulting in the complete destruction of the main building and the north wall. It is believed that all key people within House Row, including its leader, were killed. Of the Imperial officers and men we kept at Aryan Road, about a third are unaccounted for.
It can't be true. So, this is my uncle's trump card. In exchange...
Perhaps we acted too soon in our disposal of Cornelia.
No. If we'll be fighting them soon, there's no disadvantage to weakening their forces. It's also extremely valuable that we forced them to show their hand. Hubert, the investigation you made into the legend of Aela, the Valley of Torment, this is likely what took place back then as well.
Yes. The probability is high. North of Garreg Mach, there is a valley where the earth is always aflame. Once javelins of light fell from the sky there. He pierced the earth and set the forest ablaze, creating a land of torment. We believed it may have been the work of the goddess. But it was actually an attack by those who slither in the dark. That sums up all that we know.
By gifting us that knowledge, those who...
It would be good to control the flow of this information.
True. We'll conceal this from everyone as best we can. I trust you, my teacher. I'm sure everyone has heard about what transpired at Aryan Road. The Church has displayed their cowardice by indiscriminately using forbidden practices to kill the residents there. Their victims also include members of House Row, the Imperial Army, and many, many more.
According to our investigation, The forbidden attack that destroyed Aryan Road cannot be used again so quickly. Even so, we cannot delay our efforts. We must put a stop to all of this by the end of next month. The leader of one of the Imperial factions has already initiated an attack on the Fraldarius territory lost by Rodrigue. Soon all obstacles blocking our path to Ferdiad will have vanished.
A cornered animal is at its most deadly. We must move quickly. Next, we march through the Tailtean Plains. After that, we destroy Ferdiad. At that time, complete Imperial control over Fodlan will finally be a reality.
Oh, I'm shaking with excitement! Bring on the battle!
I understand that a confrontation is inevitable. Still, I wonder if there's some path we could take that would cause less suffering.
This is the only path for the goal we are reaching for. And so we must keep walking on it.
The church. Well, count me out from any forbidden sorcery that can destroy whole cities. If only there was an easier way to get more information on crests and relics.
You are as negative as usual, Linhardt. We have but one order: to emerge victorious.
We're going to win this. We really are. After all, if we lose, everything will be terrible forever. Oh, no way! We can't let that happen.
There's a lot to worry about, but I'm sure it will all work out. We'll win no matter what!
Part 2. Crimson Flower. Great Tree Moon. Field of Revenge. With the capture of Aryan Road complete, the Imperial Army moves to invade the kingdom capital. They plot to send troops toward now vulnerable House Fraldarius territory and plan to attack Ferdiad from two sides.
So, Aryan Road has fallen. Rodrigue, I swear that I will not allow your death to be in vain.
The scouts have just now returned. Seems the Imperial army is marching toward the kingdom capital. Are you certain about this, Dimitri? As king, do you think it wise to intercept them yourself?
No need to worry yourself. Even if I am defeated, the Blathed bloodline will live on. And the kingdom's territory has never been rich in resources. If the castle falls under siege, our loss is inevitable. I will deploy my army onto the plains and wait for the enemy. Please, position your forces so that they can flank the Imperial army.
Yes. Given the present situation, making the plains our battlefield is a logical choice. I have no objection. However,
I have no interest in any other prey.
I will take you at your word. Erasing the other child's existence is my task, and mine alone. I will get you back, Mother. I promise.
What do you think, Lady Edelgard? Will they shut themselves inside of Ferdiad?
They will try to intercept us. Of course, Ferdiad will not fall so easily. Even so, if we were to cut off their supply line with a large army, it would eventually fall. It makes much more sense for them to wager everything on a victory at the Tailtean Plains. Saros defeated Nemesis, the King of Liberation, in a comeback victory over 1,000 years ago. And about 400 years ago, the hero Lugh created the kingdom by defeating the Emperor of the time on those very plains. Their goal must be to recreate that scene.
Yes, I suppose so. Although the Imperial army is powerful, If we were to compare the strength of our best to the best of the Knights of Seiros, we would likely come up short. The Kingdom's army and House Blated are also renowned for their unmatched persistence. On the battlefield, it can be assumed that their one and only goal will be to strike you down.
Are you telling me to stay off the battlefield?
Naturally. Keep you out of their reach.
And you must know that, at a time like this, I absolutely cannot withdraw.
Of course I know that. That is why I will refrain from asking you again to stay away from the battlefield.
The Immaculate One, descendants of the 10 elites, and other extremely fearsome foes await us. But with the help of our friends, we have a chance of defeating them. We're the only ones who can. Within our group, I am included among those with the kind of strength we need to win. I absolutely will not remove myself from the front line strength as well, whether or not you realize it yet. As Emperor, I must not die in this war, and it would be unacceptable to lose you as well. Until the very end, we'll survive this trial together. Understood?